Dave, good morning to you.
I hope you're enjoying yourself up there in the west, or further up west, I should say.
Well, it's absolutely lovely here. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning here, and there's an awful lot of people, Dave. I'm looking at people heading to London Stansted, Malaga, Lanzarote, Faro, Birmingham, London Gatwick, and do you know what? They're absolutely flying it. There is no recession in Ireland West Airport not this morning.
No, and I think if you look at the likes of Shannon, the regional airports, it's great to see it because, I mean, to be honest with you, we don't want to be flying through Dublin. But anyway.
Yeah, listen, what's going on in the finance world for us today? I know we spoke about pensions last week, and we're still getting calls on Vodafone shares, but what's happening financially?
Well, one of the interesting developments in the last week is that apparently press reports are suggesting that a lot of the credit unions are going to start issuing debit cards over the next 12 months. Now, I think certain credit unions are going online with this system earlier than others, but it's great to see them put it up to the banks because, I mean, as we all know, since the downturn happened, it's like shooting fish in a barrel because the bank charges have gone through the roof right across the board. And it's great to see credit unions expand their services because they have an enormous part to play in the financial system, in my opinion, and it's a great development for their customers.
Absolutely. Will the central bank step in at some stage and say, hang on a second, you might be a threat to the larger banks here, we're not going to allow this?
Well, actually, it's quite the opposite. I think certainly if you wanted to take a policy view, credit unions, which are regulated obviously by the central bank like all the financial institutions, would be quite happy to see the market I suppose, become less dominated than it is by two major players. And the more people that deal with alternative providers certainly helps competition. Anyway, we have a couple of other questions, Keith. There's somebody here who took out a life policy some years ago but did not advise the insurer of a health issue they had at the time. And they're asking me, what do I think? I obviously don't know what the health issue is, but it doesn't really matter in the sense that if you take out a life policy and you're not truthful, for example, you say you're a non-smoker and you're a smoker, or if you have some medical condition, that will cause a major problem if you make a claim. So you have to be completely truthful. I mean, in life assurance works on the basis that you have to be honest with the application you're submitting. Just because you don't tick a box doesn't mean there won't be a problem if there's a claim down the road, because I mean these insurers will be looking for health records for you. So I would just say to that person, you better go back to the insurer now, talk to them about it and see what happens. But the reality of it is that your claim could be null and void if you die.
Okay, that's very, very important. So
it is, yeah. We have another question this morning. Somebody has money in deposit and is wondering what to use it. They want to use it to reduce their mortgage. They say they're comfortable with the repayments they're currently paying, so they're not under pressure, and they're on a track rate, and they're wondering, is this a good idea? The reality of it is that if you're comfortable with your mortgage in terms of the repayment and you're on such a low rate like a tracker rate, and if you have this money available to you which you don't need for your day-to-day use, probably the most sensible thing is to look at maybe investing that for 4 or 5 years rather than reducing your mortgage, because once you reduce the mortgage on your home, I mean, it's great to know that you have a lower mortgage than you had the day before you put in an extra lump sum. But the reality of it is, in one sense, that money's gone. You'll never see it again. It's not liquid. And you may be in a situation where utilising this money is a better view rather than reducing your mortgage.
Okay, Dave, thanks, Steve, for joining us. Dave McCarthy from McCarthy & Associates, 566 022. Let's